Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. Another gravitational report, and was looking into the charts of what's going on, what's coming up, and so on. Still, there is a lot of cleansing, purging that's coming in. Still, these energies they are coming to kind of like cleanse the lost stuff from within yourself. Kind of like a got any twin flame called in you, kind of like this energies of still fight within masculine and the feminine. But what today is the great time, it is that when the moon is transitioning from Gemini into Mars, we are going to experiencing that beautiful transitions of friendships to family. That is it when you get in the relationships and so on. Basically, what areas represent it's the beginning of something new, something that I have to achieve in life, which is Taurus, something that I need to do here on Earth. But I will require others, I will require friendshipness, I will require everything because I know that the friendshipness it is the base for a family. So from the family, I can turn into kingdom, which is Leo, that it's going to heal the world and maintain balance. So that's what, if you have to explain you the next couple of kind of like moon's transitioning is going to happen for it. And we're going to have these transitions today of the moon enterings uh, Cancer, the emotions. That is a when the emotions turns into the mother. Has everything to do with the mother, and we are going to begin to experiencing that the moon is going to have a divine aspect with Pluto. That is about divine transformations from within. As you know, Cancer and the Capricorn, they are kind of like opposing to each other. But if the one planet is at the end of the one zodiac sign and the other one it's entering, they are in divine relationship. That is to take the transformations of the professionalism and the mutual respect, which is that comes from Capricorn, to be turned within the family from within. That is all about. So now I want to recognize the people who came in into the chat. Grande, thank you for coming in. Hi, and thank you for sharing the love. Erica, thank you. Thank you for coming in. So I'm going to move you on a side right now here. We're going to look at it through the chart. Also, for those who wanted to know, Dio, what is these feminine, masculine energies that are going to end that war? Actually, that is going to end a little bit before Valentine's Day. That's going to be on February 12th, 13th. But Venus is not going to have an aspect of anything in February 14th. But then February 16th, there's going to be some divine energies from Lilith that you got to be very careful with this because in a positive way, the Lilith is going to be very active and is going to be pushing and so on and so on. You may going to see a lot of posts like invented from Lilith. But on another side, that is about realizing the things that needs to be purged out and removed. It all depends of what you do. But that is what the squaring between the Venus and Mars will stop. The difference is going to take some quite a bit, like 2 weeks from now. It is because they are both moving forward. While Venus is moving with a little bit more speed, that's what is going to take these energies to comes in. So, with that being said, I am going to shift you around. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you for coming in. And here, what do we have? What do we have here? these energies in the morning, you may have a lot of twists and turns during a morning or last night, lack of sleep, too much intense energies. It all depends of how you see those energies for. Okay. So the moon right now at 7 o'clock in the morning, the computer didn't change. There he is. Now that is better. So the moon that is at 25 degrees of Gemini, she has the divine energies with Pluto. She still is in Gemini at this time, but also she has a trine with Saturn. Lessons learned for divine purpose of the visions that it was. Right now, you kind of like you don't see the visions of what's coming. What are the surprises are? What are the situations are? Why? Because you have to learn transformations. You have to learn the visions that you're getting, where they came from. They came from your ego, or they were divinely guided. And that's why when the moon now moves into Cancer, she wants to fix everything inside within the family, everything for collective within midheaven. That is the work that you are focused when you wake up at 7 o'clock, or at least when at the 7 o'clock energies will be. That is going to be the end of Scorpio. That is a 29 degrees 46 minutes in Scorpio. Remind you again about the Scorpio season. It's squaring still Saturn and Venus. This is like restrictions and love. It is like in the shadow. There is something within the shadow, something within a broken shadow in there that didn't come out to the light. It stays in the shadow. And that's what this squaring is talking about. Something you didn't learn, something about love, something from within you that it wasn't coming into the light. Mars is still squaring Venus, and Venus is squaring the midheaven. That is like no work with the feminine energies. Um, the North Node, it is in style with Venus. That is the good part because there you understand that part of destiny from within you. That maybe those events are well destined for it. Midheaven is a beautiful sextile with Pluto. That's meaning doing your transformations. That transformation leads to growth. Midheaven is also trine with Jupiter. Again, you're growing out from all these events. You're growing out with that, and it's all evolving Mars. The masculine energies within yourself, because right now Mars is in trine with the ascendant, that is at 8 degrees of Aquarius, and the sun, there is a 12 degrees of Aquarius. All this is preventing for the biggest shift that Pluto is going to do. That's going to happen when we're going to begin the new Aries season. Soon as the sun walks into Aries, and the next day we are going to have Pluto going into Aquarius. This is gonna be a very powerful event, very powerful. So the last week of March, it's gonna be kicked in deep Aquarius transformations, deep understandings from within, deep, deep, deep practice. Not only we're talking about learning, but practice from within. Tiffany, thank you for that button. So that is the overall energy in the morning. At 8 o'clock, midheaven goes into a Sag. There is divine communications from coming in. Maybe there is something that you need to express yourself, something that you need to do, that expressions with art, with music, with something from within you that keeps you within that beautiful energy. To remind you, Mercury is still in beautiful trine with Uranus. There is in Taurus in there. That's going to be the beauty from within that expression, saying the things that you need to say, and from that point, Mercury is also sextiling Neptune, that it's giving you the visions from within. That is the visions that you listen, not your own decisions, visions of that you think that should be right, or should be this, or should be that, and so on. Also, the midheaven, it is a sextile with the sun and Aquarius. You're taking that authority within yourself, but the sun, it's still fighting. from within the universe. You are fighting against certain situations that goes on. You don't like it the way it is. You don't like the way it was, or wherever it is within your case. So look at it within that. The authority, the actions that you need to take is one rebellion from within. That's what you're working with Mars. Mars is the warrior, but the warrior wants to do it how? He wants to do it with proper authority from within. And that's why when a Mars gets this beautiful trine with the sun, and the sun is sextile with the midheaven, which is that is it when the king and the warrior are coming together. They're looking into the divine God and they're looking to the universe. May the universe give us what we need. Because midheaven, it is in divine energies with Uranus. Otherwise, things doesn't work well. So some of you is going to be looking at into these energies from within you. At 9 o'clock, midheaven is at 27 degrees of Sag, and it's opposing the moon. There is let's see what degrees exactly the moon, 26, almost 27 degrees, 26.56. It is the moon. That is like confrontations with that. You look at these emotions, but the moon, it says like, I'm looking for the divine escape of this. I'm gonna need to look for divine help to get what it is, the divine to give me the visions, what I need to do, what I need to go ahead and lead with this because I feel lost. That is it because Venus and Mars right now, and first of all, they are like in confrontations from within. Not a big confrontations, but also there is things that are not very well. Ascendant is together with Neptune, and midheaven is squaring that ascendant. That's mean like careful what you see, what is your visions are, what is this situation is, because when your emotions are in intensity from within you during the squares from it, you're gonna be kind of like taken into the low road within the energies. And when you take the low road, you're getting the fight. But when you take in the higher road and look at it, the perspective, how good can I transform? How good can I do? That is one of the aspects, the divine aspects between Pluto and Venus going to be active. Everything else during this time, be mindful about it. Okay. And learn it. Learn it to look from within. The moon is beautiful, trine with Saturn, the teacher, the restrictor, who says, like, you can't go that direct way. You need to learn what you need to do. Can't just go ahead and try to do something that you never done before. You have to learn it. That's why the midheaven is sextile with Saturn, and Saturn is entwined with the moon. That's what the friendshipness is. That's what's going to tell you that before you develop a family, you have to develop a friendship. You can't just jump in from the one to another. It's like, yeah, I got to get married with, and so on and so on. Premature actions, like from Taurus, you're skipping the friendship part and you're moving into the Cancer, making families. So that is going to be one of the big lessons. Maybe some of you is going to learn all that. And at 10 o'clock, midheaven is at 11 degrees of Capricorn. There is a beautiful divine energies with Mars. That is the friendship nymph of Mars. That is like, I gotta be friends with you. Gotta be friends with me. It is like, you're my friend. I'm friend with you. I will fight next to you. You're not a friend with me. That's mean that you're my enemy. It is what it is. And Mars is just like, don't cut it out at all. The moon, it's look at it, that energies of this situations as it have these divine transformations from within. Saturn helps the moon. So is the ascendant that is in Aries. She sees like there has to be some kind of like a new pattern, new love, new situations from within. She's looking at for a new clues, new informations, new learning about friendship. What did that mean? What the value of that is. So she wants to know everything. I mean, everything to get and become the mother, because The moon represents the mother in the chart. And when the moon it goes into a Cancer, she is at home. So a lot of the mothers today, they're going to be triggered to do the right things at home. If you have the good energies, if you don't got the good energies, then there's going to be trigger for you to be good. So either way, using the energies, you may get better. So speaking of this, midheaven is at 25 degrees at 11 o'clock. That is opposing Lilith. It is together with Pluto. That is a double divine energies from within. There is a double energies that coming towards Neptune right now. With that energy, ascendant is together with Uranus. Divine talks, divine communications, divine paths from within. That is what's going to be. Okay. You're going to look at it for these divine transformations that Pluto is giving you. God is giving you a chances for you to transform. Are you going to choose it or not? So if you're not choosing it with that route, you're going into this fights about the visions. You fighting within Venus and Mars from within yourself, and that authority that is the Sun and Aquarius that fights Uranus still in there. This fight is not really getting on top of it because it's not fully kind of like a square yet, but in about 3 days, you're gonna feel exactly that intensity from the universe, from within you. You're gonna feel that if you stay against the universe and so on, or you had stand against the universe in the past, you're gonna feel these energies inside. 12 o'clock. Speaking of that energy that right now, talk about it. Midheaven at 12 o'clock, it's pretty much together with the sun and what authority you use. The energy has not much changed since yesterday during all this for it. Um, Still beautiful trines with Mars. The warrior says, like, I'm friend with you. So friend and authority, they can make changes. All that leads to a growth, which is Jupiter. So now Jupiter, the Sun, and Mars, they're cooperating and they're working to build the right things from within. That is it, the friendshipness. That is it, the new path. That is it, the new rebuilding. That is it, the people who taking and creating something new because of the sun. The sun is the king, and the king says, here is my land. Here's the rebellion. Here's what we are going to do. Here's what are we going to get in there. The warrior works in there and says, like, okay, I will go ahead and conquer it. And Jupiter says, wow, this is going to be growth. I'm so proud of it. We kind of beautiful growth we have. And the sun and Mars, it comes in as like they conquer the world, they save the kingdom, and so on. But you go against the universe and not in the right place, then all this is gonna be. So that's what this energy is coming. Ascendant is at 4 degrees of Gemini and is squaring also Venus. So this is gonna be like the princess doesn't feel okay. This conquering princess is not right. There's something within the princess that she hasn't done in there. She has to look at her actions with the masculine energies. What is she needs to be purged? That's what this purging within the feminine energies. If you felt there was a lot of reports, people talk to me, is like, Dio, what is it going on? I feel like something sucked something out of me. That's what this is. You experiencing a purge of a negative energies, vibrations out of you. It's like they're coming in and they go into the ground. This is like a beautiful cleansing that it's coming. So take your time. If you need to take time off of work or take your time for doing all this process, over time, this is going to be a very, very beautiful for you. Okay, because when a Venus is transitioning into Aries, she's not going to have for a few days no aspects, but that is it about you not going to have an aspect because you purged everything that you know about love. You begin to develop and grow the new love within yourself. But that is going to be coming in with what? With Pluto, who's going to be entering Aquarius. You're learning the love of Aquarius. Okay? So stay tuned with all this. So at 1 o'clock, midheaven is together with Saturn. Saturn is a beautiful trines with the ascendant in Gemini, so is with the moon. Learnings. You're learning things. You're putting pieces together. You remember words. You remember past communication situations and so on. The moon, the intuition works with Pluto. Is like, I remember this. I remember what I need to do. I know what I need to do. I understand what it was, and so on and so on and so on. You're doing this positive work. If you don't do the positive work, though, the moon begins to square Jupiter and Neptune in there. There will be no growth. No growth, no visions. What are you going to do? Stuck? If you feel stuck, that's what this is. Also stuck from Mars, Venus, fight from with yourself. You don't know what you do. And also that authority between the Sun and Uranus. You don't know what to do. There's always exit line as long as you putting the right energies of the current moment of adjustment. Remember, you have to be liquid within the family with the energies. Okay, you work from within you. If it's something with the collective, he has to work from within you. It works. If something from the collective is not about you. Stay the heck out of the collective energies. Let the collective energies does their work. If you've done your work throughout all the past seasons, you're gonna be right now know what to do internally. That your intuitions knows what to do. Is transformable, and that's what this moon is going to lead you from within. If you're a masculine person, you will know the proper parts of this union of Mars, Sun, and Jupiter from within you. But you're also going to use the peace part of this intuition, these feminine energies within yourself. You're going to use the feminine energies with the destiny. You will know the destiny with Venus. It is destiny with Venus with herself first. You're learning things. If you're feminine, okay, you look at the intuitions now that tells you I have to find my courage, I have to find my strength, and I have to mature. I have to become the woman. I have to become the best spouse. I have to become the best mother, grandmother, wherever your situations is. This is what transformations is. You to go from a princess to a queen. That's what this is. Beautiful transformations energies, guys. So at 2 o'clock, midheaven is in Pisces, of course. You look at the end of things, probably a lot of the things is going to end, that they don't work. That's going to be kind of like it's together with Venus. That's going to be kind of like I want to put up the end of fights, or I want to end the communications, end the relationships, and the situations that they're not going to happen. Maybe some of you is going to be looking at these situations. The ascendant is at 4 degrees of Cancer. That is squaring Jupiter. The growth is not there. If you know that even in the future something is not going to grow, then why are you sabotaging yourself? But you also may sabotaging yourself, but not seeing the growth. What do you need to do from within? Who are you going to listen to it in order to grow? It's only one thing. Jupiter and Mars is sextile. The Sun moved ahead and anymore does not anymore sextiling Jupiter, but the Sun is still trining Mars. This bond, this masculine bond from within that is developed within from within you, it is the courage you to keep on going and let the things unfold naturally to be transformed, changed. And that is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is in divine energies with what? The intuition. So the intuitions tell you, do your best and let the things unfold. Okay? So at 3 o'clock, midheaven, it goes at 27 degrees of Pisces. There is a beautiful sextiles with Pluto and Mercury there. Mercury is a trine with Uranus, but the ascendant is at 17 degrees of Cancer, and it's opposing 17 degrees Mercury. Communications, lack of communications. You don't want to talk, things that you don't want to talk. That can lead you to this flu or this blocked throat chakras, the things that has not been spoken, things that has not been said, or maybe the things that doesn't need to be said, and so on and so on. That is this holding energy, but the universe knows everything. That is what comes in from Uranus. There is a trine with Mercury, and at the same time, Uranus is sextile with the ascendant. So instead of this oppositions with the two forces, they are fight. Okay, Uranus is right in here, and he says, I'm okay with this point, but I'm okay with this point. You guys have to go through me. That is the part of the universe puts everything together in the material world. So at 4 p.m., midheaven goes at 14 degrees of Aries. That is a beautiful sextile there with the sun, and a beautiful sextile with Mars. Remind you about this masculine courage, friendshipness between the warrior and the king builds the growth, the protections, the caring. You see what I'm saying? It's from within you. It doesn't matter if you're feminine or masculine, you have the courage, the strength, and this parts inside of you to go forward, to grow and beyond with these energies. And Midheaven and Jupiter, they are a very beautiful position with the ascendant, but the ascendant, it is opposing Pluto. So what you need to do is using your intuitions at this time, you to go ahead and listen at their transformations processes that you need to go from within. Allow those energies to be purged, cleansing out, and wait for the divine messages that comes in and fill up from within you. Look at this energies that give you the guidance. 5 o'clock, midheaven is at 0 degrees of Taurus. Ascendant is at 11 degrees, 11 minutes at Leo. There is a square with the North Node and Uranus. There is a position with the Sun. There is a 12 degrees. So during this time at 5 o'clock, be very careful. What do you do? That is your visions of all this. You to be right. You're not going to be right with any rebel. It doesn't work that way, especially if the rebel has an authority from within, especially when the authority works with the masculine energies. Nothing good is going to come out. There's going to be intense energy, so refrain from any actions during this time. This can create and add some more fuel into already the fire between the authority and Uranus, between Venus and Mars, and now with all this squaring within the ascendant with the North Node in Uranus and opposition with the Sun. It's gonna be this is like you put in a gasoline within the fire, but you not coming in with maybe a small bottle. You came in with a 55 gallons drum and you're trying to put it in there. So be mindful about those. If you conquer it, those energies from within you, you're gonna grow. That is coming from the ascendant. There is a trine with Jupiter, and the ascendant is sextile good energies with Mars. So instead of fight with the authority, using the courage, using the same visions of the warrior within you, and that warrior works with the authority instead of you fighting the authority from within. So at 6 p.m., those who did the right things, they are getting and they see the beautiful divine visions from within. Those who fight, guess what? They lost everything. Probably they don't feel the love from within because the ascendant at 22 degrees of Leo, it is opposing Saturn and it's opposing Venus. Okay. I'm sorry, it's opposing the Sun and Saturn because they're kind of like close in the charts. I'm looking at it. Sorry about that mistake. But that is a fight with authority. Again, what authority are you fighting? Your ego or you're working within your soul? Because if you're working within your soul, the ascendant, it is the divine energies with Neptune. You get in the divine visions. The Neptune right now, it is a sextile with Pluto and Mercury. Ask and you receive. You ask for visions, for divine in there to help you. It will. Also, the intuition is telling you use the divine energies to transform. Who's that responsible there? Pluto. Midheaven, it is at 15 degrees of Taurus together with Uranus at 14 degrees. Talk, divine talk from within yourself. Talk to yourself. You're the best friend of you. You know what is your conflict. You conquer the conflicts from within you. That's going to lead you to conquer the conflicts with others. That's it. Simple as that. All right, so 7 p.m. the ascendant goes into Virgo. That is actually gonna be no positions with Saturn and Venus in there. Midheaven, it is at 0 degrees of Gemini. That is gonna be additional square towards Venus. Be mindful about these energies because those energies gonna show you the reasons and the things that you need to heal, outgrow the needs, wants, has to, must, and so on. You do that, you're gonna grow within. The ascendant at 4 degrees, 44 minutes. It is a beautiful divine energies with the 6 degrees, 15 minutes, Jupiter and Aries. You take the new road. You're not taking the low road, you're taking the high divinely road from within you. You take that positions, you grow. Otherwise, you take the lower energies. These lower energies, they are in a square with Mars, and it's opposing Venus and Saturn. You didn't learn anything, are you? If you feel like this, you probably didn't learn anything. The good positive energy of this is that ascendant during this time. The ascendant is sextile with Mars. And these energies are going to be very, very helpful to you. Very helpful to you. Okay. So at 8 o'clock, it's the same like yesterday. Midheaven, it goes together with Mars, focus within there. If you have not found peace, if you have not found the situations, why is that? Where is the fault? Where is the reasons? Unsolved situations, resolving and resolving, and so on and so on. You need to resolve and heal the things for those reasons. And that's how it's going to happen. The ascendant is a trine with Uranus, and Uranus is trined with Mercury, and ascendant is a trine with Mercury. All that lead to the right visions from within. The moon, it is already moved in Cancer. The moon is going to be having this beautiful, beautiful trines with Venus and Saturn. The mother knows what to calms down. Having heard the mother knows all answers? Everything that you did through the day, you already know about it. Now the mother, it is calming down the Venus not to have the fight from within, but also learning lessons with Saturn. Take a new road. For what? For better family within. You're not doing this, the moon, it begins to square Jupiter. There is an Aries. This is a cardinal lessons. Usually the cardinal squares between Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Those are the things that you cardinal need to change in life. But now, since the moon is doing all this and the moon is at home, she has the higher position. That is it when you use your feminine side from within you to become the best understanding about feminine energy. If you're female, you to become the best female, to become the best friend as a female, best girlfriend, best sister, best daughter, best mother, best princess, best queen. Okay, the best wise woman inside of it. Okay, so during also this at this time, Mars is still gonna be fighting with the situations in there, but you need to look inside of you. What authority are you using? What authority? Because midheaven, it is beautiful trine with the sun from within you. That's what this courage is the courage to remove the stuff, to get away from the bad stuff, to get on with the BS. Stop being within this, oh, I have to put up with this, or I have to put up with that. No, courage. Take the courage to make changes. Take the leap of the new road that is destined for you. And at 9 o'clock, the ascendant is at 28 degrees of a Virgo. There's a beautiful healing with that because of the divine energies between Saturn and the ascendant. Midheaven is at 28 degrees of Gemini, pretty much together with the moon. That's going to be focused within the moon. You heal the person within you, you heal your spouse. Your spouse heals the family. If you are the spouse, as a female, you heal all that within. And that is going to prepare you to learn this lessons inside of it. That is going to be because of the ascendant is its beautiful trine with Pluto. There is this divine energies between midheaven and the moon with Pluto. It's all about divine purpose, to have a divine family from within you, to bring it out within yourself there. It's a beautiful energy if you do that. But if you're not, is the question. The ascendant is square as the moon and a midheaven, and it is squaring, the ascendant is opposing Jupiter and is opposing Neptune. Still don't see it. You still do not grow. You're still immature in a way, and so on and so on. And if you not see it, nobody can help you. There is an exit out of this. Who can help you? That is can help you. It is the Neptune that has a sextile with Pluto, which is you see the visions of these transformations needed, and you see these communications from within with the universe inside of you. Don't search the universe and depending stuff from outside source. Everything you need is you from within you. When you're depending on yourself, everything that happens within your life is depending on what? On you. So do that transformations, do that purging, and everything's gonna be okay. And in the next hour, the ascendant goes at 12 degrees of Cancer. A lot of you is gonna be like, I don't want to talk about family issues. I don't want to talk about family growth. I'm not interested in all this. I had enough of it. But there is a divine energies with the authority and Aquarius. That is going to be interesting energies because the courage is going to comes in. It's like, yeah, but you are the family inside. There is always a family. Without family, who are you? And ascendant and Libra, it is a divine energies with the North Node. Everything is about destiny, and you have to find your courage to maintain a balance. Ascendant is a beautiful trine with Mars. That is the warrior that says like, hey, get up, get yourself up, put yourself together, get these situations from within. You can do it. Uranus is sextile with the midheaven right now in Cancer. It says, like, instead of opposing communications, dual communications within me. I know what to do. And also the ascendant, it is in beautiful trine with the sun. That is this courage of authority and the divine masculine energies within you, that they bring balance with all these situations. This is how they said when the man puts its foot, when there is this weak feminine energies. But if the feminine energies understand the divine purposes inside of it, they're actually going to be in a beautiful synchronizations inside, not an inner fight. That's what's going to comes in and brings all that. All right. And at 11 o'clock, midheaven is at 26 degrees. She's together with Lilith. Be careful with that, Lilith, because in this positive energies, Lilith maybe comes out and, oh, yeah, I understand everything. And inside, like, oh, yeah, it's going to be a time I'm going to get it back. Careful with that energies, because right now we have Lilith and the moon both into Cancer. Be careful with that energy within. That is, Lilith also has a trines with Neptune in there that could be very active. But in order to maintain the balances inside, the ascendant of Libra is going to be helping by squaring this. Okay, that is this square midheaven. It is opposing Neptune and Mercury. That is if there is this Lilith situations, I don't want to deal with it. I need to go ahead and look at the divine visions from within me. That is also going to lead to learning the lesson from within. Other than that, those are a cardinal energies, guys. Okay, the ascendant at 22 degrees, 21 minutes, almost 22 minutes. There, there are beautiful divine energies with Neptune. Neptune is giving you informations of everything comes out, secrets comes out, situations comes out, visions comes out, and so on and so on. The moon operates very, very powerful within Cancer. She's home. She has this beautiful trines right now with Venus. She's supporting Venus. She also has a this beautiful trines with Saturn. Mars, in its own way, has this beautiful sextile with Jupiter and still have this beautiful trines with the sun, authorities in there. So there is a positive energies, there is a negative. The choices, how you're gonna work it out from within you, is up to you. If the negative things comes out, look at them, understand them, and transform them. That is it, this beauty with Pluto. Okay, guys, so that's what it was, the astrogravitational report for today. Hope for everything's gonna be okay with you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for watching it and thank you for being here. Now, if you have some questions, you guys can go ahead and ask. All right, I'm gonna put you in front of me. There you go. If you guys don't have some questions, let's share the love and the light, and I will see you tomorrow. You're welcome, Grande. Thank you. Erica, thank you for sharing the love. Here's some lots of love for all of you. Beloved guys, and wish you good luck. Jennifer, Portuguese heavy at the moment. It is on just the first, or is on 2nd February. Um, Jennifer, this is gonna go into all the way that purging. It is actually that purging. It is kind of like a divinely guided. Very good, actually, that you mentioned this. That purging is gonna be going on for about pretty much week and a half. Um, First of all, that is going to be of this purging of wrong authority. When you take the wrong authority within the universe, let's say the universe are coming in inside and tells you, here is what I have for you, and you use your authority to go against the universe, that's your choice. You have your will in there. But also Venus and Mars. That is it about like Mars tells Venus, you're not doing this, you're not doing that as a feminine. What are you doing in there? What's going on? It is the same thing. Venus point fingers towards Mars and tells him, hey, you're not that friend and so on. And it's like, I'm that friend, but I am doing my courage, my everything, and so on and so on. So there is a lot of this fights inside of it. It's all about to be purged, these negative energies to be removed. If there was so much negative energies, to cut it out because it's not going to support it. So stay on your toes. Yes, I mean it is what it is. Just because, but if you look at it, that purging at the end of the purging, that is going to be the beauty of Venus reborn. That is at the end of the cycle of Venus. Venus begin a new cycle in the Aries. She's going to be this beautiful newborn princess. Uh, for some of you, that may gonna feel like you went through this purging as a feminine energy, while you're learning the proper way of giving you a second chance. You to learn proper way of love. You to understand the value of love. You to understand the value of the courage, of the growth. You to understand the authority in there, because if you are feminine and you have a masculine authority and you're fighting a masculine man with his Mars authority, then nothing's going to work right. It has to be put it in. But if you're feminine and you use your authority of your intuition as a feminine and become this beautiful mother, this beautiful woman, this wise woman, this princess, this best girlfriend, okay, and so on and so on. Now, do you have a problem with the authority of the masculine? No, you don't. You cooperate from within. So all this purging, it is actually applied to the both, the masculine and the feminine. And let me tell you, Mars has been stuck in Gemini to learn how to be a friend with his own self. Now Mars is active. Mars is like, I'm performing. I have this beautiful authority and I have this beautiful growth. I'm taking this new road. I have to take it. That's what I came. That's what I learned. You need to trust me. I learned what I learned. So be mindful about this. Purging is going to be for a little while. But at the end of the time, it's all preparing for this shift, the shift that Pluto is going to move into Aquarius. Because he can't go into the new dimension if he's still holding into the old. He can't go and build new relationships if you still hold on to the old relationship. You don't want to. You want to fly in a spaceship, but you carry the donkey with you, and it's like this is the only way I can get it with the donkey. It's not gonna happen. That's what the purge is. That's what this understanding is. It is about this revolution from within. It's hard for some people. It all depends, Jennifer. It's all depends of what you have to do, what you have been done so far. If you've been done the right work from the last year, the inner work that has been done, specifically the one for zodiac signs, inner work. Now there's a trigger because the North Node is still in Taurus. That is a Taurus, that is a Leo seasons, that is a Scorpio seasons. And right now we're experiencing the last of this as Aquarius season. Next year is going to be more cardinal, really cardinal changes for it, but it's for beautiful. People who did the work, they found the inner peace, and now that inner peace is practiced from within. So there is no intense energies. But for the people who have not done, the energies are intense. I know in the people who has done the work of the inner work, they can actually go into a next level, a higher level, or improve what they have not improved for it. You know, there's still some inner work here and there, leftovers. that has to be done. So it's gonna be good for. But that's what, yeah, that's how you have to look at it. Is about the energies, Jennifer. And yeah, I'm hoping to have love the donkey quote. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You much welcome. All right, guys. And thank you for coming in. If you guys need some astro gravitational report, you guys know how to find me. It is out on the Facebook. You can private message me and we can set up some session with me. All right, guys. I love you so much. Have a great day and be loved.